to another stream of Alan Wake Remastered. Last Wednesday, started the playthrough, which was my first playthrough for 2023, and as the new channel name, Rod Legion, we got up to chapter 5. There's 6 in total, so we only have 2 left to do. When I finish this game, we'll be jumping straight into Control as well, which is another game by the same people, Remedy Entertainment. It came out in 2019, so it came out 9 years after this game, but both are actually set in the same universe. So when we get to Control, I'll also be talking about spoilers that are for Alan Wake as well, and that'll be the next game after this stream's finished. For those watching in past broadcast, this will be the final stream session for Alan Wake Remastered. You can check the past broadcasts to find the first stream. I'm also exporting my streams to a YouTube channel now, so that I have that for people to check out, especially as time goes on and the VODs get deleted automatically on Twitch. It'll be good to actually have something that people can go to and catch past streams that they might have missed, especially when I'm doing really long playthroughs that go for multiple parts and someone might not have been able to see the playthrough from the beginning otherwise. And here's a link to that YouTube as well. It's also a hot link on my About Me page on Twitch here. So that will be where the streams are exported to once they're finished. Let's continue on and finish this awesome game. Oh yeah, so
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right! I'm coming!
It was a crazy, drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened.
okay, so when I ended the stream last time, I didn't end it before it had saved at the start of the next episode, but this will work out well because this will be like a mini recap of what actually happened in Chapter 4. I don't mind replaying this again for that purpose.
I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice? Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and
Alice.
so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. We'll know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
So for those who don't know, Agent Nightingale likes to call Alan different real-life author names, and that is the one, James Joyce. So there's an info on that one. So this is the end of Chapter 4. At the end of last stream, when I actually ended the stream, I ended before it actually had a chance to save. So that's why we just redid that last part there, but that's fine because that can act as like a mini recap, as well as the recap that we'll get at the start of episode 5. Hey there, Tall. Welcome to you. You made a list of all the PS5 games coming out this year in 2023, and Alan Wake 2 is one. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely am looking forward to playing Alan Wake 2 when it comes out this year. Very much looking forward to it. It's been worth... hopefully it'll be worth a really long wait.
Previously on Alan Wake, Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know this...
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel. Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
That is why Agent Nightingale has been so hell-bent on actually taking out Alan Wake this whole story, because he read the manuscript page where he was killed, and so in his mind he felt that Alan Wake was plotting to kill him. Tall, PS5s are everywhere now. Maybe if you have the money, pick one up. Well, I actually had a look, and to get a PlayStation 5 with 2 controllers, it's $894.95 Australian dollars. And to get a PS5 plus 1 controller and God of War Ragnarok, it costs $904.95 Australian. So yeah, it's still going to be a long time before I buy a PS5. I don't have $900 just lying around in my bank account. So it's going to take a while. Recently stayed with your family and played Forza Horizon 3 on the Xbox One S. You changed your mind about Xbox since you had never played on one before. Neat console and great game it was. Well, that's great, Tor, that you want to get that now. Yeah. Tor, $904 for Ragnarok bundle? What the fuck? Yeah. Exactly, dude. Yeah, that's how crazy it is here in Australia with our console prices. I could probably get an Xbox Series X for a bit cheaper than that. I think. So for an Xbox Series X, there's one there you can get it for $749 Australian, and then there's one with 2 Forza games included for $849 Australian. An Xbox Series S console here is $499. So you spent 500 euros on your PS5 bundle with Rift apart. What you're saying is like 200 to 300 more. Exactly. Yeah. It's just crazy, you know. And that's why it's hard to get like a new console here in Australia. It's just they just cost so much. So yeah. Be a long time before I get a PS5. And I can't even rely on waiting until a PS5 Pro comes out and then just get the base PS5, because the price will still be high, because they know that people will want to try and just get a base PS5 when the PS5 Pro comes out, so it'll still be very expensive. Hey there, Zayas, welcome. You started AC Brotherhood Remastered. Next mission is infiltrate the Papal Castle. Hehe, nice one. I like that mission. I quite like it. But that's great that you started Brotherhood. That's awesome. So now Sarah Breaker gets to experience what Alan has been experiencing with the Taken and everything like that. It's cool when characters get to be on the same level as the main character. But as we'll see.
Things. Wake, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend.
And as we'll see, Sarah Breaker and other people in Bright Falls.
I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in 2 places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list, Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one, Al?
My hangover wants you to shut up and get to work.
Hello, Mr. Breaker? This is Barry Wheeler. Yeah, I know it's late, but listen, the sheriff, Sarah, asked me to tell you something. She says Night Springs, okay? So I guess she... Yes, sir. Okay, No, she's okay. She's just busy, so she asked me to... Oh, no. Actually, I'm a literary agent, sir. I'm just helping her out because she's busy right now. Well, the one you'd most likely be familiar with is Alan Wake. You're kidding? Well, I'm glad to hear that, sir. I'll tell Al you said that. That's really nice. But listen, I really need to make some more calls here. You got the message, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, thanks, sir. Bye now. Hey, the sheriff's dad is a big fan, Al. Said you're the best thing to happen to crime fiction since James Elroy. I think he was a little drunk, though.
James Elroy. Let's have a look. He was an American crime writer.
Hello? This is Barry Wheeler. I'm calling on behalf of the sheriff. Sarah says Night Springs. Okay? Okay, bye.
So as I was saying, certain citizens of Bright Falls know that there can be some weird stuff that goes on in Bright Falls. And so Sarah Breaker telling Barry to basically call up these people on the list and just give them the code word Night Springs is their sort of like little code word to know that, hey, something's actually going down at the moment that's very weird and strange. And Sarah's father is actually a Frank Breaker. When Control came out, they actually confirmed that he used to be a Federal Bureau of Control agent before he retired and then became Sheriff of Bright Falls, and then of course his daughter followed in the footsteps of him. So he's well and truly no stranger to strange happenings going on in the world. And this whole event that we're experiencing in Alan Wake gets known to be as an altered world event. One of many, one of several. Whenever there's a mass supernatural event that happens anywhere around the world, they call it an altered world event. And usually an object of power is somehow involved. And in the case of Alan Wake, an object of power that has a lot of prominence is a typewriter. And I guess the whole of Cauldron Lake could be considered an object of power as well.
Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
There's also a radio station called America Overnight, and it basically takes calls from people about conspiracies. But it's also used as a way for the Federal Bureau of Control to get wind of particular events and then go and investigate to see if they're actually true. So it also plays into their hands having a radio station like that. And when I finish this game today, we'll be jumping into Control, playing through that game. It's so damn good.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though.
We're going to have a line of dialogue that happens soon where Alan Wake says, "What am I, an electrician?" And it always makes me laugh because in the game Evil Within, there's also a part where Sebastian Castellanos actually says literally the same thing. What am I, an electrician?
You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
I'm not saying that Evil Within was inspired to have that dialogue because of this game, but it's funny when you get coincidences like that which happen. This is also a good point too, because you can actually let Sarah do a lot of the shooting, and so you can save your ammo for a little bit.
Oh, damn! That's smart.
Good job, Wake. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer. Rotating shafts.
Oh, no you don't! Freeze!
Hello there, Desmond. I'm a best with evil within an Alan Wake in the same universe. Confirmed. Yeah. Hey there, dude. How's things going for you today? Thank you for redeeming that, Desmond. Where is Charles Lee? Where is that bastard? Got a bone to pick with him. Several, in fact. All of his bones in his body. How's things going, Desmond?
Look out! Get back!
Desmond, all good here, just swinging through your area of the internet. How are things down under? Oh, that's great to hear, Desmond. I'm glad to hear that things are going well. And things are going great. I'm having a good Monday. Things are off to a great start. Day's going well. I've had a glitch happen here where I've gone over to this diner here to investigate while Sarah stays over here, and it's glitched because she doesn't open the gate, so you get stuck there. So that's why I always like to wait until she already opens that gate before going and having a look. I don't know if it would happen in the remaster or not.
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me after I arrived.
During this week, you can't remember?
Oh, I remember now.
Hey there, Vinman. Thank you for leaving the lurk.
New Yorkers were rude.
Hey, hey, Lucinda. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. How's the rest of RE2 Original? Desmond, that's good to hear, Rod. Gonna go take some downtime and relax. Dropping your lurk on this amazing channel, though. Well, thank you so much, Desmond, for that. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in to say hello as well. And I really hope that you enjoy your downtime and relaxation as well. Thank you for leaving the lurk. Hey there, Tinker Layla. Welcome on in. Hey there, Spectrum. Hello to you again. Welcome. Hey, Lucinda. Hi there, Every John. Welcome on in. Thanks for joining the raid. Hey there, Necro. Thanks for joining the raid, dude. Lucinda, thank you so much for the 17 months in a row of support. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Where does the time go? Just goes so fast. So for those who aren't familiar with the channel, I actually changed the name this year. So I was formerly Rod Zombie Gamer, and now it's Rod Legion. And I wanted to have something that was shorter, keeping the name Rod, but also something that wasn't specifically horror related. And this is the final part of this current playthrough of Alan Wake. Whenever I do a playthrough at the start of a year, I like to make sure it's Alan Wake. So I started this last Wednesday, so we're going to finish this off today. And then when this stream's finished, we're going to go and jump into Control, which is another game made by the same people, Remedy Entertainment, and it actually takes place in the same universe as Alan Wake. So I'm looking forward to playing that for my second time. I've only played through it once so far, but it was really cool. Lucinda, you finally got to raid me. Well, that's awesome, Lucinda. It's great that the timing ended up being like that. Your stream went well. You finished RE2 OG with a B grade. Well, that's still pretty good, though. I mean, I have to say, if I was to get through that game with a B grade, that would be, you know, a top playthrough for me. So that's great. I'm glad that the stream went well.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand these rights?
That's far enough!
Do you understand these rights?
Here, have a flare. Good shot, Sarah. Boom, 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 boom. I love the way the Taken speak in this game. What's been done to their voices is so funny.
Let's hope we don't run into anything we can't handle.
We got this, Sarah. Don't worry.
Wake, over here! There's light!
Not long ago, Lucinda, I went past a part where Alan said, in response to being told to mess with a electrified panel, and he responded, "What am I, an electrician?"
Watch my back, Wake.
Just like Seb in Evil Within 1, when he says that in that level, with the lift controls.
It's an ambush.
Keep shooting! Fight him off!
Chainsaw.
Freeze!
Okay, Alan, get your breath back.
Let's go, Wake.
Soon we'll be reuniting with Barry.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury-rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I want to show off a Night Springs episode that's up here.
The keys aren't upstairs, Wake.
I'm just gonna take a quick look.
Freedom. A fusion of vigilance, conscience, and uncompromising clarity of vision. A need so fundamental, it permeates our very being. And yet, a man may be brought to his knees in a single heartbeat. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, taken in his prime. For young Manny, the night hasn't been kind. He's a marked man, selected for a lifetime of servitude after answering an ad in the newspaper. But first, a little field surgery is required.
Well, well, look what I found.
Ah, please, no!
Yeah, I think you're just about ready for it.
Best if you don't resist us, kid. We gotta beat it out of you.
What? I don't understand. What did I do? I just wanted to get a job in the service industry.
Well, you're gonna serve all right.
No! Ah, please! Ah!
There it is. It's coming out now. Right between the self-esteem and the childhood traumas.
What are you doing to me?
It's Furman. There, I got it. Believe me, kid, this free will thing is more trouble than it's worth.
What was that? Oh, nothing for you to worry about, Manny.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
We'll tell you all about that. Don't you worry.
Another vacant worker ant, birthed in fury and violence for the pleasure and convenience of ruthless and malicious men. Stranger things can happen in Night Springs.
So there we go, an episode about becoming a lifelong servant. Getting your free will taken out from under you so that all you do is serve other people for the rest of your life. Lucinda, what you're playing after this? So when this is finished, we're going to be playing the game called Control, which is by the same people, Remedy Entertainment, and it's actually set in this same universe as Alan Wake. It came out in 2019. I'll also be doing 2 of the DLC for it as well. One DLC is actually very heavily related to Alan Wake, and yeah, that's what I'll be playing Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays until I finish it.
The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of things that happen in this game that get mentioned in Control, and Control actually adds a whole other angle of information on certain things, certain places in history, including this whole town of Bright Falls and Alan Wake, strange happenings, special objects that have supernatural abilities throughout the world. They keep catalog and track of them. This bureau called the Federal Bureau of Control, which is actually in New York City, the same city where Alan Wake actually lived with his wife Alice. Hey, Dr. Sour Patch. Thank you so much for joining the raid from Lucinda. I appreciate it. How's it going? Flashbangs. I love those weapons. Now we got the key to the
Okay,
chopper.
Sheriff, I got the keys.
Run! Get to the chopper!
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh god! Oh god!
Barry, look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
If you go over this way, you get some dialogue from Barry.
Barry? Barry! Can you hear me? Are you okay in there?
Yeah, I'm cool. Don't worry. I'll find another way out and meet you two out back.
Are you sure?
I'm fine. Besides, there's all sorts of useful stuff in here. I didn't touch that. I wasn't anywhere near that.
Hey, Wake, over here!
Don't worry, Barry. I believe you. It just fell over on its own. Absolutely, Lucinda. Yeah, they most recently announced that they will be doing a Control 2. It's one of several projects that they've got going. It'll probably be maybe 2024 or 5 when it comes out, I think. So this year we get an Alan Wake 2, and then in a couple of years' time or a few years' time we get Control 2 as well. So it's going to be cool to see if in Alan Wake 2 there's any cameo appearance by the main character from Control. I think that'd be quite cool to have a DLC that's focused on Control for Alan Wake 2, just like there's a DLC in Control for Alan Wake. Hey there, Spirit. Welcome on in. This looks so much like a Left 4 Dead 2 map area, does it? Yeah, the original Alan Wake came out in 2010, so I don't know when Left 4 Dead came out. So I don't know if it's like supposed to be inspired by, or whether it's just because this is based on a small town.
It's rabbit season.
Duck season.
Keep hitting him!
All small towns look the same, can't change your mind. Yeah. It's alright, Doc Nelson. Go back to sleep.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Keep the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
From the best-selling author Alan Wake, The Sudden Stop, an Alex Casey thriller. So for those who don't know, Alan Wake is a writer. He's known for a series of books starring a character called Alex Casey, who is essentially Max Payne, but because Remedy lost the full rights to Max Payne, they weren't able to do like a tongue-in-cheek cameo with Max Payne. But Alex Casey is a police officer, detective, in the same sort of vein as Max Payne. And Alan has decided to actually kill the character off in his latest novel called The Sudden Stop. And in this game, there's manuscript pages that you collect, which basically talk about events in the game, because the writing of Alan Wake is actually coming to life, and you find these manuscript pages, and he narrates them, and sometimes they tell you what's going to happen ahead of time. But there's actually a couple of manuscript pages that are from one of Alan Wake's Alex Casey books, and the actor who played Max Payne in all three games, James McCaffrey, actually does the voice for Alex Casey as well. So I think that was quite cool. He also plays another character in this game called Thomas Zane. And in Control, he actually plays one of the former directors of the Federal Bureau of Control in that game too. So it's kind of cool that he's been still involved with Remedy games even after the rights for Max Payne went to Rockstar for Max Payne 3. Lucinda, totally not Max Payne. Exactly, Lucinda. Yeah, it's funny because Sam Lake, who is one of the key creatives at Remedy Entertainment, he actually used his face for the first Max Payne. So in this game, there's actually a reference that he does where he's being interviewed on a talk show, and he gets asked to do the face one more time, and he looks at camera and does the Max Payne face. Dr. Sauer, the fact that on Max Payne health was painkillers. That's right. That's true. Exactly. You know, and I swear that in this game, in the scene where Alan has to get some painkillers from his cabinet, it's the same sound effects as from Max Payne as well. How's that now, Lucinda? Still bad. Alright, let's see if changing headset settings fixes it. There we go. I have to change it back though because this headset setting actually makes the dialogue audio go mute on broadcasts. So I'll just change it back to the audio setting it was on before, which causes the audio issue that we just heard, but I can't help it. It's either have that happen every so often or have no dialogue audio. Whoa, echo. Holy shit. Don't know why it's echoing for. Oh my god. Be right back. It's just weird that it should be echoing. That only ever happens if I'm streaming on OBS and I don't have my stream muted.